Moving on to moisturizer, I use the La Mer Moisturizing Soft Cream.
Oh my god, I spoke too soon. Y'all, I think Charli has been officially looped into the La Mer cult. Blink twice if you need help. Hello everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every week. Apologies if I look a little extra tired. I was going to film this video, but I was like, you know what? Let me just take like a little nap just to get some rest, you know? And I ended up sleeping for 5 hours. And you might be saying, Hyram, that's not that bad. At least you're catching up on sleep. That is the third time this week that has happened. I don't know what the hell is going up with my body. Well, I have had a sinus and ear infection for the last month and a half, so that might be it. Anyway, I am here and I am ready to react to the one and the only Charli D'Amelio skincare routine. Man, this video feels like a double throwback because way back in the day, I remember reacting to Charli D'Amelio's skincare routine like 2-3 years ago, and I had no idea who Charli D'Amelio was. Oh my god, I remember the tens of thousands of comments from you guys being like, how the hell do you not know who she is? And then I was able to film a video with Charli where I reacted to her skincare routine in person and made her a new one, which was super fun. I think that was, that's been a little while too. She was so sweet, absolutely adorable, and it has been a while since I have seen her new refreshed skincare routine, but she did a video, I believe, with Allure showing her skincare and makeup routine, and so I'm going to react to it and see how her skincare journey has progressed since we last talked. I really have no idea because I haven't seen what her skincare routine has looked like since then, but I'm really stoked to see, so without further ado, let's just get into the video. If you don't know me, I have worked as a skincare specialist as well as developing my own products for my own skincare line, but I am not a licensed esthetician or a dermatologist, nor do I claim to be. That is not my expertise, and if you are struggling with your skin, please go see your esthetician or dermatologist to get that shit treated. These videos are just for fun and to share my personal opinions on skincare. Okay, Charli, let's see this.
Hello you guys, I am Charli D'Amelio.
Oh, she looks so pretty.
This is my 10-minute beauty routine.
Oh, it's a 10-minute routine. Okay, so the skincare routine is probably going to be short.
I start off with ice. I have to ice my face every morning, mostly because I don't sleep ever. So my eyes. Oh
wow, she rubs it directly on her eye.
But I really like this, and I just kind of go down my neck as well.
Wow.
And even if it doesn't do anything, it wakes me up. So.
Oh. Okay, that has to be the first time I've ever seen someone start off their routine using straight up ice cubes on their face. If you haven't heard my opinion on ice cubes before on the face, I think it's fine. I think just make sure that you aren't using ice that has that like, I know you guys have told me the scientific terminology for this, but I can't remember what it is. You know when you're getting ice out of the fridge and it latches onto your skin and that shit hurts like a mother trying to pull it off. Yeah, that's what I don't want happening to your face. But besides that, it's fine to use ice on the face. I mean, if you enjoy it, then I'd say why not? I personally don't find it the most comfortable thing. Putting ice directly on the face, like that's a little bit too much adrenaline for the morning. I don't want to traumatize my skin before I've already started the day, but there's really nothing wrong with it, so I'm not mad at it.
This is another
fancy. I have used those before.
Go along my jawline and then my cheekbones. I'm very, very tough on my skin, but I'll worry about that later.
Okay, yeah, so if you guys haven't watched one of my videos with Hailey Bieber, we actually used that tool together. It's a really nice way of just kind of feeling like you're massaging your face and getting it ready for the day. There's not really a lot of data. I don't know if there's really any data to show that that would actually be like beneficial for your skin in a long-term way, but it feels really nice, very luxurious on the skin. At the very minimum, it will help to kind of awaken your skin and maybe like tighten it up a little bit more from the morning puffiness, but I'd say the ice would probably do more to help with that than the roller. Rollers like that are really just great if you want a very luxurious experience. My main tip is go for it. Just don't let anyone tell you to spend like a bunch of money on those tools because you don't need to. They're nice to have, not a must-have.
This is the caffeine eye cream.
Hey!
Also,
Thank you,
as
List.
someone that has very, very sensitive skin and is a little bit more acne prone, I have to be very careful about what I put on my skin.
First off, let me just say, one of the things I love about Charli is that in every skincare routine I've seen her use, she's always using really affordable and accessible products, which I absolutely love because I get it. From a viewer standpoint, it can be really frustrating to see a lot of influencers or celebrities using really, really expensive products. Like, I can't tell you how many influencers I see using La Mer and La Prairie. You do you, that's your money. But for a lot of people, including me, I'm just like, okay, I'm never going to spend that much money on a skincare product, so Moving on. For the last 2 routines I've reacted to from her, she's always utilized drugstore products or really affordable products that I think a lot of people can justify spending money on. And the caffeine night cream is a great product. It's very simple. It utilizes caffeine to help awaken the under eye area, and she does a really good job of applying it gently on the eyes. I'd say in general, you want to be careful about applying on the eyelid because that's a much more sensitive part of the face. And actually for a lot of products, they're not tolerable on that part of the face, but the caffeine night cream ingredient list is good for sensitive skin, and just a very basic formula to make sure that you're getting that under eye and over eye hydration with a little bit of that awakening and energizing effect to the face without having to spend a lot of money. So I am totally here for it. This is something that I personally have consistently used. Sorry, I had to burp. No, but a good stellar product.
Okay, and then I'm going in with these Glow Recipe
yep, very popular product.
Niacinamide Dew Drops. I actually found this through TikTok.
I was gonna say really popular on TikTok.
And
it went
she has
viral.
really glowy skin all the time, so I wanted to try it out as well, and I've been very happy with it.
Oh, good. I was gonna say really popular on TikTok. It went viral. So yes, I've seen that product blow up on TikTok. It got so much attention. A lot of people really like it. And I'll be honest, I think I remember using it maybe once or twice. It is not my cup of tea. Don't get me wrong. I love me some niacinamide, but that product is really kind of a midpoint between makeup and skincare because it has a pearlescent mineral shimmer to it that gives the face an overall very glowy appearance. And as someone who has oily skin, that is not something I need to worry about. My skin is doing more than enough in that category, but it's also more fragrance than I would prefer. And I know that Glow Recipe does use all natural fragrance, but there's still risk for irritation. And for my skin, it's not a good fit. I do like Glow Recipe. I actually just recently featured them in the Best of 2022 series. I think it's the best serums. I talked about their Avocado Glow Recovery Serum. Love that one. But this one, I get why it's popular on TikTok, especially among people who do use makeup, but for me, it's not my thing.
Moving on to moisturizer, I use the La Mer Moisturizing Soft Cream.
Oh my god, I spoke too soon. Not me low-key dragging her unintentionally before I saw the rest of the video. Here I was before, like,
oh my god, influencers and celebrities who use La Mer fucking suck.
And then she pulls out the bottle of La Mer. Oh my god. Okay. I did not expect the video going in this direction. Let me hear what she has to say.
This has been my favorite thing. I've tried a bunch of other moisturizers, and I found out that a lot of my moisturizers actually break me out, so I have to be very careful about what I use. This one is by far my favorite.
Interesting. Okay, well, we're talking about La Mer. So yes, that is the La Mer Moisturizing Soft Cream. I think a bottle that size goes for like either $250 or $350. The moisturizers go up to $600, I believe. Super affordable, obviously. Just a throwaway buy. I've been very outspoken on my channel about how much I dislike La Mer, and it's not just because of the price point, because honestly, for skincare products, you can price them whatever you want to. If people want to pay for it, work, I guess. I think the issue I have with La Mer is the reputation it has and kind of the conversations around La Mer as a brand, because everyone kind of considers their moisturizers as like the holy grail of the best moisturizers. Like, if you want the ultimate glowy, soft, plump skin, darling, you simply have to use La Mer. That's literally how people talk about it. And this is coming from someone who used to work in an environment where La Mer was sold. Honestly, their moisturizers are primarily mineral oil, which is a very cheap ingredient that you can find in the most affordable skincare products out there, and very basic ingredients that you can find in $5 moisturizers out there. I'm honestly just very sick of seeing La Mer as often as I do, because, like, come on, if you're gonna spend $300 on a moisturizer, I would want it to be the best of the best ingredients. An ingredient list I look at and I'm like, oh my god, my mind is fucking blown. I need this, even though I wouldn't spend that much money on a product. But it's literally the complete opposite with their products. I look at them and I'm very uninspired by the ingredient list. And I've used La Mer before. I will admit I have succumbed to their, luxurious advertising. No, I never spent money on the products. I just remember getting a shit ton of free samples that I used. If you want a moisturizer that has the same consistency and feel as their signature cream moisturizer, the Skin Fix Triple Lipid Barrier Peptide Cream is amazing. So much better ingredients. The results on the skin are 100 times better than anything I've seen with the La Mer moisturizer, and it's $50. Way cheaper and more affordable than La Mer. Or for their soft cream, which is a lighter weight one that works maybe a little better for combination skin. Honestly, a very similar consistency is the Bioma Moisturizing Gel Cream. That one is really lightweight as well, but does a good job of deeply moisturizing the skin. So many better options out there. I'm happy it hasn't broken her out. Like, that's amazing. It's always good to find a moisturizer that doesn't do that, but I'm just gonna be the person that says it. You don't need to spend that much money on a moisturizer in order to find one that doesn't break you out. So yeah, that's me on La Mer. Obviously, I'm a fan.
And I'm also going to go in with the La Mer Renewal Oil.
Another one?
Like, this kind of helps get a little bit extra moisture on my skin before I start my makeup because my skin gets super dry very, very easily. So
y'all, I think Charli has been officially looped into the La Mer cult. Blink twice if you need help. Wow, they really got a place in her routine. Yeah, so that is a La Mer beauty oil. It's very popular among people who wear full coverage foundation, amongst a lot of makeup artists. That's primarily where I've seen it become most popular. It's primarily focused on just adding a layer of oil to the skin to help seal in moisture. I don't have as big of a problem with that one as I do the moisturizers, but it's still like crazy priced. It's very expensive. And as someone who feels that beauty oils are not necessary in a skincare routine, because in my opinion, that just means that your moisturizers aren't powerful enough or aren't providing the amount of hydration or moisture that your skin needs, I would never recommend that product. And I know a lot of people use face oils because of kind of like the luxury aspect to it. But seriously, if you're finding that your skin isn't moisturized enough just from your moisturizer, I would say it's time to find a new moisturizer that will provide that hydration and moisture you're looking for. Ideally, a skincare routine, particularly if you have sensitive skin like hers, shouldn't be a bunch of different steps, providing the most basic elements that you would need and find in singular products. Like if your skin isn't moisturized enough after using a moisturizer, find a new moisturizer. And obviously I know that's easier said than done. Like it takes a lot of work and time to find the perfect moisturizer, but in my opinion, it's a lot better than spending extra money on additional skincare products and particularly risking that sensitivity, let alone if it's La Mer. Whew, the total running amount on the skincare routine is just skyrocketing. We came a long way from the Inky-less caffeine eye cream.
I'm going to be mixing the La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation.
La Mer again.
This Kosas foundation. I don't know if it was a skin tint or a foundation.
Charli, I know I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. You guys, there was no sunscreen. Oh my god, there was no sunscreen. Where was the sunscreen? Let me watch it again. Did I miss something? Oh, okay. So there is sunscreen in the La Mer foundation and in the Kosas foundation. The La Mer foundation is an SPF 20 and the Kosas foundation is an SPF 25. Okay, should I be honest? So in her mind, I would imagine she thinks she has the sunscreen step covered because SPF is found in both of her foundations. But here's the tricky thing when it comes to SPF in foundation and why you need a separate sunscreen. Yes, there are sunscreen ingredients in foundations, but in order to get the amount of SPF advertised on the bottle, you need to use a fuck ton of foundation to get that proper protection. I actually talked about this in a previous video. I wish I could remember who, but there was a creator who actually put foundations to the test that had SPF in them, and using a sunscreen tester was able to find out how much foundation you actually needed to use in order to get the SPF labeled on the bottle. And oh my god, her face was caked to the absolute filth. It literally looked like she pounded her face into a bowl of cookie dough. And I mean, think about it. When it comes to using regular sunscreen, you need to at least use a teaspoon, and some people say a tablespoon of sunscreen in order to get that proper protection. That is a lot of sunscreen. Can you imagine applying that much foundation to your face every day? Like, no way. No one would walk out of the house like that. And the other issue is that both products don't have an SPF rating above 30, which 30 is the minimum amount of sun protection you need on a day-to-day basis. And unfortunately, mixing two products that both have SPF ratings doesn't mean you add the two and you're good. Like, oh, SPF 20 plus SPF 25 is SPF 45. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. And based off of how much she applied to her face, I would guess she's maybe getting SPF 5, maybe. And that's being generous. And you guys know I am all about a minimal skincare routine. I don't believe in adding products just for the sake of adding products to your routine. But sunscreen is that stuff that you just absolutely need. There's no way around it. And I'm very sad that she's not getting the proper amount of SPF protection she needs every day, particularly with as luxury and decadent of a routine that she has. Like, it's just not going to cover the most important step of a skincare routine. So that's why I recommend having a dedicated sunscreen product. And then if you have a makeup product that has a little bit of sunscreen in it, great, you're getting a little additional amount of protection, but solely relying on that is never a good idea. If you guys want some sunscreen recommendations, I literally just filmed my best of 2022 sunscreen video. You can find all of my top picks there, but some of my favorite ones are first the Hero Cosmetics SPF 30 sunscreen. That one is amazing. It's so lightweight on the skin. It's a great price point. It helps offset any redness, and it's a mineral sunscreen. There's the Cynic Mild Sun Essence, which is a lightweight gel sunscreen that feels amazing on the skin, particularly if you have oily skin and has absolutely no white cast whatsoever for a super good price point as well. Or there's the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen that I absolutely love and take whenever I travel with me, that feels like a moisturizer and doesn't have any white cast but does a really good job of protecting from any sun damage. Like, there's so many ones out there. There's incredible recommendations out there. I've made, I don't even know how many videos talking about my favorite sunscreens. Just please make sure you're using a sunscreen. So my thoughts on this routine. I will be fully transparent, and this is coming from someone who absolutely loves Charli. Like, this girl let me sit across from her and roast the hell out of her skincare routine, and it takes an angel to be able to withstand my shady comments. I love her to death so much, but I'm not a fan of this routine. I'm not crazy about the really bougie skincare products. I just feel like when it comes to La Mer, at that point, you're just kind of throwing your money away, and I'm glad the products have worked for her and that she hasn't broken out, but there are a world of so many other skincare products that just have way better skin benefits for a much lower price point. Like I was saying, I wish she used a separate sunscreen, so hopefully that will be in the next update video. I'm not crazy about the Glow Recipe Serum. I did like the caffeine eye cream. I will give her that. That was my favorite part of the routine. And then yeah, like I was saying before, I just wish she used a separate sunscreen product, and I hope in the next skincare video that she does include a separate sunscreen. Yeah, it just kind of sucks that she did miss out on the most important product. Oof. So am I a fan of this routine? I'm just not, I'll be honest. But do I love Charli? Absolutely. She is such a sweet girl, and I'm so proud of what she's been able to do with her own brand and her platform. Like, she has truly excelled the influencer and creator space, and she's really utilized a lot of the negative attention that she's received into a positive, which I really admire, especially as a teenager. Like, it takes a whole nother level of strength to be able to do that, and I applaud her for it. So I love you, Charli, but don't love this routine. Absolutely not. But what did you guys think of it? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on Charli's routine, but as usual, no Charli slander in the comment section down below. I never like it when people attack people's characters in my comment section, so that will not be allowed. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on her routine. And yeah, that about sums it up. Wow. Different direction than I thought this video was going to take. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.